The creation of the division of labor transformed the organization of work in the 1820s and 1830s, which led to the gain in living standards. Instead of having one person do all the work for one product, such as shoes, there were specific jobs for each person. Some people would cut the leather, then others would sew in the fabric linings, then the shoes would be assembled by another group of people whose sole job would be assembling the shoes. Finally, the shoes were finished and set up with another person to package and distribute them. Factories such as this one led to advancements on previous technology and inventions of new ones. In Delaware, a flour mill was able to be powered by water and only needed 6 men to operate the system compared to the many it had taken to produce the same amount before the invention. Factories and productivity were advancing so quickly, England began to worry that America would not only be exporting to foreign countries, but to England itself.
The growing American textile industry threatened the British. Therefore, the British government prohibited exportations of textile machinery and the immigration of mechanics. Additionally, Congress passed new protective tariffs against the British. In 1816, Congress passed a tariff protecting imports of cotton, and in 1828, Congress increased taxes to 50% on iron, wool, cotton, and agricultural products. This change was poorly received, and in 1833, the tariffs were reduced. Increased competition also resulted in change in the American textile industry. American companies started to copy and improve British technology, thus resulting in the creation of factories such as the Boston Manufacturing Company. Competition also led to change in labor. Factories started to hire farm girls and women, offering them attendance to boarding houses, instituting curfews, prohibiting alcoholic beverages, and enforcing church attendance. This social change resulted in almost 40,000 women working in New England factories, giving women a new sense of freedom.
By the 1820s, Americans had surpassed the British immigrants in innovation and technology. Not requiring an education, these men were able to build lives for themselves based off their inventions, emphasizing the American dream. The Sellers family played a major role in developing an institution which helped educate men with high school level mechanics, chemistry, mathematics, and mechanical drawings. The number of patents the United States Patent Office increased from 200 patents for new inventions in 1820 to over 4,000 patents in 1860. One field which thrived during the Industrial Revolution was the creation of machine tools, which were machines for making other machines. Machines for making axes, tools, and firearms became highly productive because they were now able to make these machines quickly and with a low cost. America soon became an influence all around the world due to their innovation with industrial technology.
A general trend within factories during the Industrial Revolution was lower wages and longer hours in worse conditions. Another change was that the artisans faced declining incomes, unemployment, and a loss of status. The traditional artisan class was divided into self-employed craftsmen and wage-earning workers. As a result of the declining conditions of factory work, there were several labor movements in the 1820s. Some movements were more successful than others. However, by the 1830s, some building trade workers had won a 10-hour workday from many employers. Labor movements also led to a formation of organizations that pushed for better conditions. These organizations usually demanded a balance of power between the classes and better conditions for workers. According to American common law, organizations that bargained for better pay and working conditions were illegal because it interfered with an employer's authority over his workers. Unions and organizations were created anyway. Union leaders criticized the new industrial order and stated that the artisan republic ideology should celebrate the labor and autonomy of the working people. By 1850s, the workers faced a threat of unemployment due to the efficiency of production from machines. Stores began exceeding the demand for products, and overproduction eventually led to the Panic of 1857, and unemployment rose to 10%. This event and the rise of unemployment reminded the Americans of the social consequences to the otherwise successful system of the Industrial Revolution.